a mermaid who falls in love with a prince. And to get her love, she transforms herself into a human being by the magic of a witch. Will she be able to meet her prince? Watch full video to see this. At the beginning of the movie we see a huge ship. Those in the ship are tasked with searching for antiques from the sea, and then make a living by selling these antique things. There is also a prince in this ship, named Eric. He is very fond of collecting such things, so he has also come. Today is the Moon Festival and it is said that mermaids come out of the sea tonight. Now there are people on this ship too, they all want to catch mermaids tonight. But Eric doesn't want that at all. He is a good prince. He forbids everyone to do so. She also has a guide with Eric. Now we are shown the world of the ocean. It is a very beautiful world. Now we see the king of the sea, who has 7 daughters who are mermaids. He calls his daughters to him but one of them is not there, whose name is Ariel. King calls one of his sea crabs and this crab obeys every command of King. King sends him to find his daughter. We are now shown Ariel who is very interested in humans. She has gone too far in search of human things. Ariel also has a friend who is a fish. She often stays with him. Ariel always keeps a close eye on the wrecked ships in the ocean. Whatever human things she likes, she keeps them with her. Now he sees a wrecked ship in the sea, which is far away. When Ariel is about to go there, her fish friend stops her and tells her, "Look, don't go too far. I heard there's a huge shark," but Ariel doesn't listen to him and goes to the ship, where she finds a lot of human things. Then there comes a huge shark that attacks Ariel, but Ariel somehow traps it and walks away. She also has a bird friend. They both come from there. Just then King Crab arrives, who had brought King's message, saying to her, "Did you know? Today is the Moon Festival and King is calling you." Upon hearing this, Ariel quickly swims to her king's court and reaches there. Now in the sea we are shown a water witch. She had huge arms like an octopus. And she was keeping an eye on Ariel. Now Ariel comes to her father, where her father was very angry with her. He asks her, "Where were you?" Ariel tells them that she was looking for human things. Hearing this, the king, his father, gets very angry with him. Ariel tells her father, "I don't understand why you think of humans so badly. Their world is so beautiful. They're such nice people. Actually, humans are responsible behind the death of Ariel's mother, which is why her father hated humans." Now King angrily tells her that now you will not go near human things. Now Ariel gets angry and leaves from there. King knew that Ariel would not listen to him. That's why he sends Crab after Ariel. To take care of him, Ariel had come to her room, where she had collected many human things. Now among all these things there was a book, buttons, coins and many more. She always wanted to go to the human world and roam the streets. Now Ariel hears an explosion that seems to be coming from outside the sea. And when she looks over the sea, she sees a huge ship and all the people in that ship were bursting crackers. This ship belonged to Prince Eric. Ariel gets very happy seeing these things. She thinks, "Man has a lot of new things." Actually, Eric and his friends were partying in the ship. Eric was having fun with them like a normal human being. Just then Eric and his men learn that the weather has suddenly turned bad and it has started raining. The waves started rising very fast in the sea. Now the wind was so strong that the ship was about to sink. That's why all the people jump from there and try to save their lives by sitting in a small boat. Now his ship was also on fire. Everyone was out of the ship except Eric. When Eric is about to jump, he learns that his dog is still on the ship. So he comes back to the ship to rescue his dog. Meanwhile, a wave of the sea comes and divides their ship in two and Eric drowns in the sea. Ariel was also there watching all this. Eric was going deep in the drowning water. But Ariel rescues Eric and brings him out of the sea. Now Ariel here for the first time sees and touches a human so closely. Eric is still unconscious. She tries to make him conscious. There are also Ariel's bird friends and that crab. Everyone talks among themselves that this thing will not be told to the king that Ariel saved a man's life. Here Ariel also sings a song to bring Eric to his senses, but then some soldiers from the palace come there looking for Eric. Now when Eric opens his eyes, he sees guards. Ariel was not there as Ariel hides as soon as the guards arrive. Now here Eric knows that his life was saved by a girl. From behind is the witch, which we saw at the beginning of the movie as the witch keeping an eye on Ariel. Now we see Ariel, who is completely obsessed when she meets Eric. She wanted to go to the human world. She waited for Eric every day, hoping that someday Eric would find her in the water. On the other hand, Eric, who was undergoing treatment, recovers and comes to his mother, who was a queen. He asks his mother, "Did you find the girl who saved my life that night?" His mother says, "No, not now, but yes, we will find her soon, but son, you should rest now." Eric says, "No mom, I'm fine, I just have to find the girl who saved my life." Eric suspected that the girl might be a mermaid who saved his life. He goes to the seashore every day to search for Ariel. He was sure that if he put his life in danger again, she would surely come to save it. Now here Ariel was completely mad after he met Eric. His sister was looking at the sunken ship, and that ship belonged to none other than Eric. Ariel doesn't talk to her sisters here at all. Now even her father begins to suspect that Ariel may have fallen in love with a human. Ariel's father, i.e. King, called his crab and asked him what is the truth. She said, "Yeah, Ariel saved a man's life." Hearing this, King gets very angry and with his power destroys all the human things kept by Ariel. Ariel gets very sad seeing all this. And just then, the witch who had been watching over him appears in front of him and tells Ariel that I am your mother too. Everyone knows me as the magician in the sea, but I know what you want, and if you want your wish to come true, you will have to come to meet me. Now hearing this, Ariel goes to meet him. The witch tells him, "I can send you to the human world, for which I can give you human legs as well. But there is a condition behind all this, that you have to come back in 3 days, and within these 3 days you have to express your love, and also you have to give your lovely voice to me. And in these 3 days if you don't express your love, then you have to stay with me forever." Now Ariel gets scared after hearing so many conditions, and she starts leaving from there. But before she leaves, the witch calls out to her and she says, "Okay, you go and don't listen to anything and live in your father's shadow for the rest of your life, fearing that he will never let you meet humans." Upon hearing this, Ariel returns to the witch and accepts her request. Now the witch casts a spell on him. First she locks Ariel's voice in a locket and puts it around her neck. She then turns Ariel from a mermaid into a human. Ariel, who had now become a human, found it difficult to live in water. She swims to the shore. Actually, it was all a trap of the witch, who wanted to defeat Ariel's father, i.e. King, and wanted to become the queen of the sea. When a fisherman comes there to fish, he finds Ariel trapped in his net. The fisherman is very surprised to see him. He tells her, "Don't worry, I will take you to my queen, who will take good care of you." Now the fisherman takes him to his queen, who was none other than Eric's mother. Where Ariel is very well taken care of, she is bathed and dressed in new clothes. She was very happy to come to the human world. She tries to sing, but she cannot because her voice was taken by that chudale. Now there Eric comes to meet her, and Ariel becomes very happy upon meeting her, but Eric does not recognize her. At first Eric felt that this girl saved his life, but Ariel could not speak anything. So Eric persuades her to stay in the palace and leaves. Now Ariel's advisor asks him, "Do you still have to find the girl who saved your life?" Eric says yes, and he says that I want to find her myself, so that's why keep a horse carriage ready for me, and he takes Ariel along with him in that horse carriage. And when they reach the seashore where there was a village, now Ariel sees a lot of new things in that village. She also dances with Eric. Now at night Eric takes Ariel on a boat and takes her on a sea voyage. Ariel also had bird friends who were talking that now is the right time. Ariel should tell Eric how much she loves him, and if Ariel kisses Eric, then forever Ariel will remain in human form and she can stay with him and she will never have to go to the witch again. Ariel is overjoyed to see her feet. And there were his bird friends too. They all knew that Ariel is no longer a mermaid, but has become a human. They both have a lot of fun, but then the witch with her magic overturns the boat, but somehow they both survive. Now the witch wants to know how these two came so close. Here in the sea, Ariel's father asks his other daughters where did Ariel go. But nobody knew anything. Her sisters also start searching for Ariel in the human world. Ariel and Eric return to the palace. Where Eric, the advisor who sees her so happy and tells Eric, I think you have found the girl you were looking for, with whom you want to be happy forever. I guess we shouldn't find that girl, but Eric still can't satisfy his heart. He still wants to meet that girl. He now comes to the seashore and shouts asking who saved his life. So there is a mist and a girl is sitting in the middle of the same mist. Then Eric feels that this girl has saved his life, so he takes her to the palace. Now the next day, Ariel's sea friends start waking Ariel up. Now Ariel's friends say that today you have to tell that you love Eric. So Ariel quickly gets ready and goes to Eric, and she sees that there is another girl standing near Eric whose neck locket is shining, and Eric tells his mother that this is the girl who saved my life and I love her. Hearing and seeing all this, Ariel becomes very sad and she goes far away from the palace. Now for a while Ariel's bird friend hears the sound of the song. That bird goes towards that voice and sees that that voice is coming from that locket, and this locket was around the neck of this girl. She was none other than a witch disguised as a very beautiful girl. Now he tells all these things to his friend Ariel, and after telling him he says that you have to find your love, otherwise the sorceress will win and you will never be able to live in human form. Hearing all this, Ariel comes back to the palace. Eric and that girl were about to get engaged in the palace. Eric's mother asks, do you really love this girl? Because till yesterday you were very happy with Ariel. Eric says, I myself don't even know what I am doing. At the same time, Ariel's bird friend comes there and attacks the witch, and as soon as Ariel attacks her, seeing the opportunity, she takes out the locket from her neck and tells Eric in her voice that I am the same girl who killed your life was saved. Now that witch also comes in her real form and she attacks everyone with her big arms, and here Ariel also came in her real form and she had become a mermaid. Now that witch jumps into the sea taking this mermaid with her, but as soon as she jumps into the sea her father comes and she tells her father that I have made a deal with your daughter. A deal you can't break even if you want to. Ariel's father makes a deal with the witch there to save his daughter, and the witch kills him with her magic and takes his magic weapon, and she now becomes the queen of the ocean. Now she was about to kill the witch Ariel. But at the same time Eric comes there and attacks him. Now the sorceress transforms herself into a huge octopus, which was huge. Eric was also hanged on a ship. Ariel tries to save Eric. The witch attacks Ariel, but Ariel just in time turns the ship towards the witch's chest and rams the whole ship into her chest, causing the witch to revert to her true form and drown in the ocean. Now as soon as he dies, all the magic ends and his father becomes alive again. Now Ariel hands over the magic weapon to her father and does not tell him anything about her love. There Eric has also reached the seashore and he tells his mother that, I have to go to the sea to save Ariel. But her mother says that, Ariel is in the sea, that is her world and your world is here on land. Now in the next scene we see the king, who asks his crab, have I done everything right, and if everything is right then why is my daughter sad? So the crab tells him that, the happiness of his daughter lies in becoming a human being who loves that human being. Now on hearing this, her father turns his daughter into a human with the magical trident, and his daughter goes to the palace again and meets Eric. Now both get married. Both become very happy and both start going in a boat to explore the whole world. Then his father comes there and he says that humans are not that bad, and he says that now we will see the human world from a friendly side, and this is where the movie ends. If you like this movie recap, please subscribe our channel.